Hello everyone, welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. Welcome in everyone. Glad to have you back for another video. Today we're going to do the astrology sign of the pig. Okay, so here is the pig. All right, here we go. So if you have pig in your year, month, day, or time, this reading is for you. You may not know if you do have pig in other areas of your chart, but you would know if you will have it in the yearly influence. You may also have it in the luck cycle. Okay, so there's very many different placements when we do your astrology reading that you may have that element. So what we're going to talk about today is predominantly the yearly influence, okay? Where we're going to look at your networks, your business, company, firm, external environment, neighbors, friends, people around you is the yearly influence. It's also grandparents, it's also ancestors, okay? So if you have it in the yearly influence, then some of what I tell you today may apply, okay? So let me just say that a lot of these readings may not apply. They may apply. Just takes what resonates and leave the rest. This is just a general reading, okay? So I'm just generally telling you some information that may be helpful for you for the year, okay? So also, if you want more detailed or you want more specific personalized reading, Design Your Destiny readings are available. Just by emailing me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com, and I'll get you in my schedule, okay? I do have a special going on for the month of February until the 28th. So take advantage of that so we could do some planning for you for the year and get detailed. So, but for those today, we're going to do a tarot reading because we're going to ask Spirit, what is it that you need to know? We're going to talk to your spirit guides, your angels, your deceased loved ones, and your ancestors, and asking them, what is it that you need to know for 2026, the year of the Yang Fire Horse? What would be most beneficial for you to know today during this reading? We will be using the Chinese Tarot. Okay, it's a new deck that I have specifically for the Chinese New Year. And that is the author of these beautiful cards that I absolutely love, okay? But it's a really wonderful deck. And we're going to use it to kick off the new year. As you can see, I'm preparing my space for the new year. So we've got a little more color going on with a lot more horses in the energy field. Okay. So we're already coming out with some energy Spirit wants you to know about, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about the pig and what to expect. Now, the pig in the last year, if you have pig in your chart, you would know that it was in a direct clash with the snake. So there may have been a lot of changes or movement depending on where it falls into your astrology chart. So I'm happy to say that you are not in a clash year anymore, which is great news, okay? Now, the pig is generally water element, okay, with a little bit of wood and energy. So, but we classified it as water, so it falls into the water category. So with all the fire coming in, okay, it's going to, you know, when we put water and we put fire together, it kind of turns into steam. So I feel for the pig this year, it's going to be very advantageous because it's going to give you that extra oomph, that extra energy to move forward, to steam roll forward. So release and detach from anything that is temporary, okay? You're going to have some really powerful returns this year, I believe. You know, all the pigs that have that influence in their chart. It does look like, you know, what you went through last year is definitely going to help you achieve whatever you need to this year. So we're starting off with the Nine of Coins, of course. That's a really powerful energy. The Nine of Coins is a really abundant life. Nine of Pentacles is money, and 10, it only goes up to 10 in tarot. So you have a much abundance coming into your life this year. Okay, and it could be that you're working for yourself. Sometimes we see the Nine of Coins as an independent business owner. So if you are considering opening up a business, then I would highly recommend that for you this year. Okay, give it a try. But you could very well be working for somebody else. But whatever it is, it does look like money was going to be very good for you this year. We do have the King of Cups right next to the Nine of Coins. Now, these energies came out right away. So the King of Cups, I always say, is the teddy bear of the kings. He's very emotionally based. He uses his intuition to make decisions, and he has lived a very, well, let's just say he has a lot of life experience, okay? He's been around the block. He knows his stuff. He could be somebody who works in the healing arts. He could be a healer, because this is somebody who really is in touch with their emotions. He makes decisions with emotions. His cup runneth over with love and feelings for others and for everything in the world. So it could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and this is a water sign, okay? So definitely is the pig energy here. But in Western astrology, it would be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? So this person is the Nine of Coins. So whoever this is, male or female, there's no gender in tarot. It could be a female as well. Is somebody who is using their intuition to create income this year and doing very well with it, I must say. And that might be you, okay? But if it's not, then it definitely looks like that's the potential. So let's see. This year you have the Jade Hall star in your chart. And it does look like any work that you have done over the past years comes to fruition. So that's even if you have invested in something over the years, it does indicate that it comes to fruition. We're talking about lasting value. So we're not talking about short-term assets here. We're talking about long-term investments that would lead to the Nine of Coins, okay? Now, also the monthly virtue star is with the pig this year, and that is somebody who's very kind, who the King of Cups, he's a very kind individual. He's very kind, loving, his cup runneth over with love. He's not into conflict, he's into cooperation, and that's why he can create the Nine of Coins. This year with the monthly virtue star, it's going to strengthen the reputation of anybody who has pig in their chart, okay? And choose compassion first, okay? Compassion for anybody around you or even for yourself. This is having a lot of self-love, right? And you can create the Nine of Coins, which is a totally abundant life where you have enough for yourself and enough left over for others, okay? So right off the bat, we're already seeing that these stars are a real positive influence for you this year. What else, Holy Spirit? Okay, we have the Lover's energy. Lover's energy. Now, this is the Major Arcana. So the Major Arcana is when we do have the universe coming in to help us. So this looks like a divine situation where the universe is bringing in love. Now it could be this person is going to find love, or it could be that he is increasing his love in his life, okay, or even self-love. But the Lover's energy is a fated event that's coming in, and money and love. So that's really great. Okay. All right, we may have a love reading here. Who knows? Let's see. What else, Holy Spirit? All right, tell us more. Oh, wow, you go from the 9 of coins to the 10 of coins. So there's an increase in income. Now, there could even be retirement, inheritance, large lump sum of money, right? So as I said, whatever you have put your time and effort into over the course of the last couple of years, it's paying off, okay? Especially if you've been doing the right things, if you've been investing in the right way, if you've been mastering your skill sets in some way that's going to bring in more income. This is also family, spending time with family. Now, the 9 of coins could be a single person, but when we get to the 10 of coins, that's creating family commitment, family legacy. So it could even be that, you are now, partnering up with somebody, as we see the Lover's energy, right? 10 of Pentacles, wow. Money is going to be good for you. This looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's see. What else? Tell us more. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. What else is it that you would like our pigs or the boars? Sometimes they're called the boars. Sometimes they're called the pigs. Okay, so we have the 10 of staves. Okay, so, well, it kind of makes sense because a couple of the stars that you have, one is called the death charm, as something that would warrant the 10 of wands. Now, the 10 of wands is an energy of I've got all of this baggage on me, and I'm leaving things behind because it is a 10, so there's an ending, and I just can't handle any more of the baggage, or I just can't handle any more carrying any more wands. You're like at your wit's end about carrying a heavy load, and you're going to let it go. Okay, well, you can't carry all the baggage of the past and expect to be making a 10 of coins. So you could be moving on, moving house. You could be moving this year, or you're just dropping the baggage of the past and ending things so that you can move forward. So that death charm star is about exhaustion or fatigue or taking time for recovery, but also just letting the past go, letting the heavy burdens, taking that backpack off that you've been carrying around full of rocks, okay, and letting it go. Okay, what's next? Well, we have a couple here, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups. So we have the King and Queen of Cups. So we do have a couple here. All right, as I said, we have the Lovers. So the pigs, they may be getting into a love situation this year. Or if you already partnered up, you may be finding that your relationship gets better this year with the Lovers energy, okay? All right, this is beautiful. So there is a couple here. Or it could be, even a business partnership that you're working on together with another person that you're very compatible with. Like, as I explained, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups is very much similar. Very intuitive, very loving, very caring. Her cup runneth over with love. Okay, she's very much just like the King of Cups. And maybe she is the one that's dropping all these burdens that she's been carrying around as a single person, right? And moving forward into a relationship. Because what we have next is the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is the Ace of Pentacles. That is a brand new beginning that's coming in, sponsored by the universe. So the universe is saying, here we go. The divine comes in and says, here's your new beginning in the material world. What are you going to do with it? Okay, so it definitely is a new beginning, an ace of some kind in the material world. Purchase of a house, purchase of a new car. It could just be the starting of a side business or something like that after retirement. It does look like something like that. Okay, tell us more about this. Tell us about the Ace of Coins. Tell us more about this. Five of Cups. Okay. All right. So the reason why, I'm going to say the reason why the Ace of Coins is coming in is because the Five of Cups is you've been disappointed and in despair about a situation, right? And I feel like it's about a lot of burdens that you've been carrying with the Ten of Staves, okay? And you're looking for a new beginning. You're definitely looking for something new. So you're dropping those burdens of the past and moving on and moving forward. What else, Holy Spirit? Tell us more. Okay, none of my cards are in reverse. I decided not to go with the reverse cards for these readings because it can get complicated. And here comes one flying out in the reverse. Okay, so I have to take it and I have to explain what's going on. It is the Hermit energy, okay? So it is a major arcana. When we're in upright, you're in Hermit mode. It puts you in Hermit mode. The universe says, time out. We're going to put you in a place where you're alone. You're going to spend time alone. Now, this could be studying, or it could be that you are doing research, or it could be an investigation. You're investigating something, but you're spending time alone. And it just doesn't make sense with this whole energy here. So I feel like this is somebody who was in Hermit, okay, who was alone, but was very disappointed and in despair that they were alone. It wasn't fulfilling. So there was just, a lack of feeling emotionally content. So what happens is it flew out and landed here, as you saw, I think you saw that. You're coming out of that. So whoever this is coming out of Hermit mode and now joining the world once again, which we can definitely see that's happening here. So the universe has said, with the Hermit energy being the major arcana, you have spent enough time being alone in Hermit, and now it is time for you to move on and break forward. Okay. So let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like, there's a karmic balance that's happening here. And you're learning to refine your understanding of what your true value is here. That's why you're letting go of a lot of things that you're not happy with and that you are in despair around. So you can actually move forward. Let me put that there. So you can actually move forward and come out of that Hermit mode. Let's see, is there anything else you would like us to know? There's that Queen of Wands again. She keeps showing up in all the readings. All right. So the Queen of Wands definitely could be the Queen of Cups. You know, all that water energy with the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Fire as well. With the coming year of the Fire Horse, maybe this is somebody else coming in as well to help in this new beginning that's coming forward. Let me ask and see who this is. It could be the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Fire as well. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is the Queen of Fire. Who is the Queen of Fire? Because we already have a couple here of the Lover's energy. It could be a mother influence, definitely, because it's somebody who's got a cane and is elderly and is being helped by two people. So it may be a parent or, you know, somebody who's elderly that you're helping in your family. Let's see who this is. Yeah, I definitely feel like somebody younger is helping out an elderly parent because she is in despair and disappointment, you know, and she was looking for an opportunity to be together with these two people. So she may be being helped by a younger person. Okay, could be even a child. Okay, so she took the opportunity to be with someone who would help her, so she didn't have to be alone, and it would help her to come out of that hermit mode energy the opposite way. She's coming out of being alone. Yeah. So definitely could be a parent of some kind that is coming into this Ten of Pentacles as well. This is family legacy. I don't feel like she is somebody who is hurting for money. It does look like she brings a lot of, you know, abundance into this relationship as well. But it could be she's leaving a home and moving with that Ten of Wands energy and starting a new beginning too with this couple. It could be her kids. Okay, so that's that is creating family for her, so she doesn't have to be alone anymore. So it could be a love story of sorts. We could have two stories here, but I definitely think they're related in some way. So just to know that the pigs are going to have a good year. There's a lot of powerful returns coming in, powerful money earning capabilities that we're seeing with the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. And it does look like anything that you release comes back to you tenfold. Okay, so let go of things that aren't serving you anymore and only invest in things that have lasting value. And I'm talking about even relationships as well. Okay, not just about investments in money and finances. Homes, relationships, all areas of your life. Okay, and I feel like you will see that it will be well worth your while to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to leave the reading there. I want to wish everybody a wonderful new year ahead in 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, this is just a general reading. So if you want something more specific, then go ahead and go ahead and email me and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Okay. I do have a special going on until the end of February. So until we meet again, my friends, I hope that was helpful for you. I want to wish you a wonderful year ahead, and I will see you when I see you on my next video, okay? All right. Namaste.